Leg 3 of what would be back-to-back Grand Slams for Ireland, or a first Welsh win of the 2024 Six Nations campaign.
Ireland versus Wales in Wales at the Principality. The prediction we will make today, I think this is a pretty easy one. The real problem is maybe by how many points. Obviously, as a Welsh supporter, this is not the team you want to face after, you know, ridding yourself of the coach. Gatland, that is. It's going to be a tough one. I think it's going to be interesting to see how they rebound. I know that a lot of teams, they lift or they really drop when a coach has either been let go or whatever it might have been. But at the end of the day, it's going to look like a green army, unfortunately. I think there'll be a lot of traveling fans. It'll almost feel like a home game at times because the home crowd will be made quiet by how well the Irish play, especially if they play anything close to how they have in this Six Nations. It's going to be interesting. Let's jump into this one, all right? Let's just make a prediction. We'll choose by how many points. We'll also kind of make a predicted Irish team as well, because the Welsh team's not going to change much. I don't see it changing much. There's no point in changing it. You know, you got a lot of young players in there. There's no need to try and throw older players back in there because you're building for the World Cup. You're going to have some tough losses. I think the fans have accepted it, and it's time to plan for this next World Cup to try get back into the quarterfinal, back into the semi-final, and hopefully back into, well, I shouldn't say back, but into a Rugby World Cup final. You know, get to the big dance. But let's get into it. And if you do like this sort of content, if you want to see future content from the channel, hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button right below the video. It's either just a click of your thumb or a click of your mouse, and it means a lot. It helps support the channel. We got over 500 subscribers now, and we've only been doing it for a couple months, so it means a lot. We'll be making good content, you know, when it comes to the best 15s ever, for the best, I don't know, jerseys in history, that sort of stuff. Just fun things to draw people in, because that's what it's about. We even have a trivia as well, which we'll be doing one again soon, just to test your rugby knowledge, or if you're driving, you know, you can just have a bit of a play around and listen to it. And that's what it's all about. This channel's all about, you know, connecting people from all over the world, no matter what your background is. And you'll be able to talk rugby in a nice civil way, or you can even niggle at each other as long as it's in a good way, right? Because like myself, I've lived in the whole Tri-Nations here in the Southern Hemisphere, South Africa, New Zealand, and now Australia. So if anything, that's one thing I love, and that's rugby. So let's get into this video. Wales versus Ireland. Obviously, the teams have not been announced yet. You can see here the live win probability, 91% for Ireland, 1% for draw, 8% for Wales, and that is being friendly, in my opinion. It's going to be played at the Principality, and obviously don't look at the time because that's our time here. But you can see the last 5 meetings, head-to-head, 4 wins for Ireland, 1 win for Wales. Zoom in a little bit so you can see a bit better. The first try wins, so only 60% of the games, which is a little bit lower than usual. So whoever scores first try ends up winning the game, so it's a little bit lower. 80% of the time, the home team wins. Now you can see the last 5 games here. So Wales losing 22-15 to Italy. I think that actually the game looks a little bit better. The scoreline looks a little bit better than what the game looked, to be honest. The Italians should have won by more. France winning 43-0. Losing 45-12 to the Box. Losing 52-20 to the Wallabies. And losing to Fiji in Wales, 24 points to 19. Then you can see here, Ireland's last results, 32-18 against the Scots, 27-22 against the English, and yet again, the scoreline looks better than what the game was. The Irish were up 27 points to 10 at one point, beating the Wallabies in a very close encounter, 22 points to 19, smashing Fiji 52-17, and just edging out Argentina, 22 points to 19. That game could have gone either way. So you can obviously see the points difference recently by 60 up, minus 120. First try, they score more. These are the last 5 meetings between the two. So Ireland winning last year in Ireland, 31 points to 7. The year before, winning 34 points to 10 against the Welsh in Wales. 29 points to 7 at home again. Losing 21-16 in Wales in 2021. And then winning again 32 points to 9 in 2020. That's the last 5 results. I think let's go for a bit of a predicted team here. Just for Ireland, that is, anyway. Because that's probably what matters the most, is what sort of team they put on. If they put a fairly good team on, they're going to win, and I think they will, because there might be a couple changes just purely because of injuries. I know that Caelan Doris is injured for this game, Ronan Kelleher as well, and Teague Furlong as well. Teague Furlong, sorry. I just don't know why I can't remember how to pronounce that name correctly, so sorry to him, and sorry to the Irish fans. But here's a predicted team for me. I think starting in at number 1, Andrew Porter. Number 2, Dan Sheehan, coming into the starting lineup for the injured Kelleher. Then it's a bit of a toss-up here for me. I think I would throw Thomas Clarkson in here, just in my opinion. I think he's been playing well. I think he's a great player. I think throw him in here, against the Welsh forward pack who got dominated by the Italians. So maybe this is a good chance for Thomas Clarkson to get a start. Rest Bealham a little bit for the bigger games coming up. But that's just in my opinion. Then James Ryan, Tyg Byrne, Peter O'Mahony, Josh van der Fleer, and Jack Conan in at number 8. Then Jamison Gibson Park in at number 9, Sam Prendergast, James Lowe on the left wing, Robbie Henshaw at 12, Gary Ringrose at 13, Calvin Nash on the right wing, and Hugo Keenan to finish off. And I guess the bench can look something like this: Gus McCarthy, Cian Healy, then either Bealham or Thomas Clarkson, Joe McCarthy, Ryan Baird, Conor Murray, Jack Crowley, and Bundy Aki to finish off the back. Because obviously Jack Crowley can cover fullback if he needs, like he did in the last game against the Scots, coming on at fullback. And then Bundy Aki can cover pretty much 12 and 13, or push into 12. Henshaw can go 13, or Ringrose can stay at 13 as well. And then Conor Murray on the bench. You could even start Conor Murray here, something like that. Just rest Gibson Park. If you really think you're going to win this game, you could rest him as well. You just need the bonus point win. Or maybe start your starting team. As soon as you get the bonus point try, you rest the rest of the team. But I know a lot of teams in the past have, gone into these games thinking we're going to win a lot. I've seen it. I've been part of a team where we were unbeaten the whole year, and then we play against some crappy team, and we think we're going to smash them easy as, and then we end up losing or ended up not winning by a bonus point, and then it comes back to bite you later on in the tournament. So I've felt it myself personally. I've seen it, and I guess we've all seen it as well, right? And we don't want that to happen. If you're Irish supporter, that is, or if you're Welsh supporter, you're really hoping that you can keep this close. I think if I was a Welsh supporter looking at it, anything less than 20, I'm taking a positive, really positive out of that. 10 to 20, you're happy. You're not going home angry. 1 to 10 loss, I think I'm going home very happy. You made it a game. Your fans would be right into it right at the end. If you win, I'm just thinking, this is one of the biggest upsets in history of rugby if Wales do win this game. And then if you're Irish supporter, pretty much the exact same opposite. If it's 1 to 10 for the win, you're going to be not too happy. As long as you get the bonus point win, I guess it doesn't matter. 11 to 20, that's kind of still respectable, but you want a 20 plus win, right? The French did it by 43. You want to do it by nearly the same amount. But let's get into probably the prediction here. Now, I think if we go with the predicted team and Wales kind of stick with the same similar team as well, I'm thinking, you have to go Ireland to win here quite easily. I'm thinking Ireland to probably win it, maybe to a score line of about like 41 points to maybe 3, 41 maybe 5 or 7. Maybe the Welsh can sneak a try. The Welsh can maybe get a couple penalties, something like that. But I think Ireland to win by around 35 points. That's just my prediction, because I think they're going to take the starters off. They'll bring obviously the bench on. Also, the Welsh, having played away both their first 2 games, playing in Italy, playing in France, opening night, I think they'll keep it a little bit closer compared to maybe the French score, which is 43 points, I believe it was. So I can see them, the home crowd will mean a lot. The home crowd will kind of lift their players a bit. I can see them scoring a couple points, maybe 6 points, maybe 7. I don't see them maybe scoring more. If they do score more, I think that's, very good for them. But yeah, that's what I can see there. So around 35 points, I'm thinking Ireland to win here with a bonus point, putting them back up. As you can see here, here's the log. Ireland sitting at the moment on 10 points, 2 from 2, 2 bonus points. France sitting on 6. England sitting on 6. Scotland sitting on 5. Italy on 4. And Wales on 1. And yet, I guess with Italy losing not within a bonus point and also not winning with a bonus point, you know, I think that's tournament done for them, unfortunately. Scotland, they need to get this win against England with a bonus point if they want any chance. England, same thing. I think they have to win with a bonus point. France, they have to win with a bonus point, especially against Italy. So it's going to be interesting. Very interesting coming up. This is a very important round. If you slip up here, it could be the end of it. I mean, if England lose here, France lose, you know, it's pretty much over, in my opinion, because the Scots would have to get a lot of points difference up by only beating Italy by 12, that sort of thing. So it's going to be interesting the way it finishes. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree with the predicted team. Do you think that's the team the Irish will go with? What's your score prediction? Let me know below as well. And if you want to support the channel, want to be a part of it, want to talk rugby, hit that subscribe button right below and you'll be able to see my future videos. And hit the like button if you did end up liking the video. But I want to thank you for your time and I shall see you on the next video and we shall see how this prediction goes when the match is done. I do also think, you know, with Conan, if he does start, I think he will have pretty much like a player of the match performance. I think I've really loved the way he's playing. I think I've said it before, he is what Quagga Smith is, you know, for the box. He's Mr. Fix-It on the bench and he brings a lot of liveliness, right? He brings a lot of energy. He brings physicality and he's great with the ball as well, scoring a try in the last match as well. So I think he, maybe with a bit more game time, he can really tear up this Welsh defense. And then obviously, I think Prendergast will have a beautiful game. The guy has been, you know, the kid pretty much has been playing brilliantly. I think him just coming around, obviously the Irish attack is that 3-prong, right? What they're trying to do is get one-on-one with the defender, and obviously the back man can hide away behind those big forwards, and then Prendergast, little skinny Prendergast, can come through, draw on the next defender, and then quick hands to the wing, and Lowe will be down. I can see James Lowe even scoring 2 or 3 tries in this, or maybe setting up 2 or 3, where he's making the break, draw the fullback in, and, you know, pass back inside for a try. So I'm even going to guess a couple try scores here. I think James Lowe to score. I think Jamison Gibson Park to score as well, just by following back in the inside ball. And then maybe a cheeky try here from one of the forwards, maybe like a Josh van der Fleer or something like that as well. But let me know your predictions down below in the comments. We can compare them after the game. But thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.